Welcome to ThoughtsNaGlass podcast. I'm LaToya.
And I am the girl Kendra.
And this is a weekly podcast where we share our unfiltered thoughts and opinions on a variety of topics.
So sit back, relax, and join us on a conversation of real, raw, and ridiculously funny commentary.
Period. Every week we do a drink of the night. Kendra, what's the drink tonight?
So tonight's drink is called a Fall Cider Cocktail Pitcher Recipe. So
I called it a fall punch. What's it called?
I know. It's
a fall cider punch?
It's a fall cider cocktail punch.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm just playing, y'all. You know. So you're going to do 4 cups of apple cider, a cup of apple vodka, a cup of apple caramel vodka, 1/4 cup of Fireball, and that's optional. All of those things go into your pitcher mug, stir it up, and then once you serve it, then you top it with Prosecco. I love caramel stuff.
Mm-hmm. When we were getting the drinks together, I was saying that I think we did one like this before, but it was a little bit different. It was like a caramel apple something, but it was caramel. I don't think it was caramel vodka. I think it was caramel crown. What did you have that was caramel?
Caramel whiskey.
Yeah, it was a caramel whiskey, and then it was like an apple. I gotta look back and see what we did, but it was similar, but it was brown liquor. Yeah. So, and the reason why I bring that up is because I know sometimes it can feel like, oh, we did that already, but that was actually a different recipe.
Yeah. Yep.
So, okay, it's November 5th, and we're in week 5 of this furlough. So I'm still at home, and those that are going to work are still going to work, and and it's up in the air whether they have gotten paid or not.
And everybody looking dumb. The traffic for a furlough. The traffic on traffic time.
Yeah. So there's that.
Y'all get y'all food stamps. Because if the food stamps really say bye, let me know y'all times of robbing, so that I can go before or while y'all sleeping. I don't need to be in the robbing mist. Okay. We have come to the point where we're like, we need to be at the grocery store at 6 a.m. And we need to be, I hate to say it, I hope it don't sound ridiculous. We need to be somewhere where most people ain't going to be able to get to.
Yeah. I mean, but even you're home. Because, like, when people get desperate.
I don't think people have gotten to that point.
Okay. They're just
robbing.
They're burglarizing the grocery stores. They're burglarizing.
Let me know the burglarizing times.
But then there have also been a lot of food banks.
Yeah, I mean, there things like that.
Yes. I know, but I'm just saying, like, do you think that people will utilize those resources before they get to the point?
I'm sure that they will, but the thing is, so there are different types of situations, right? There are situations in which you have done something where you have mismanaged your things, and you feel like, okay, I'm obligated to go into the food, figuring out something else.
Yeah.
You have other situations in which there are people who are using you as a puppet.
Yes.
And the strings have been cut because now they can't. That the puppeteer has used you to go to work, or I'm going to use these food stamps over top of you. I'm going to use this. Now that string is a little longer, and now you can actually touch the ground.
Yeah.
And people are like, "What's the point of me making a way out of no way? When the way is there, you've just taken it away from me.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna just take from y'all."
I get that.
So let us know.
Yeah.
Outside of that, y'all be safe out in these streets because the holidays is coming. People start shopping for Thanksgiving immediately.
Yeah.
And now that's even a conversation we had, like, do we just go to different houses and bring stuff, and like we do potluck style?
Are people even doing Thanksgiving?
Because somebody also said they want us to be on furlough. Let's furlough these holidays too. Everybody done had turkey every year. Everybody done had all the things. We can do all that after all this is.
Amen.
So, do we not realize that every time he is in office, we in a furlough, and they protesting?
Yeah.
Every time.
And
he had the nerve to be giving Venezuela money and bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Talking about he gonna sue the justice system for $230 million.
It'd be a lot.
It'd just be too much.
It'd be too
Every
much.
time he up in here, it's too much to do. It's too much to say.
Yeah.
Go home. Go home, Roger.
In other news.
So
it's been, even though we're in the first week of November and it's coming to a close, homecoming season is, I feel like, so Bowie's homecoming was this past weekend, was the first. So I don't know if anybody else has any homecomings, but all the schools I know,
they've kind of, the high schools went first, and then all the college stuff kind of
and so this is kind of like the ending of it. So I wanted to basically dedicate this episode to recapping homecoming, because we both have had some homecoming experiences.
Yes.
So I'll let you start.
Mine's is very short homecoming experience. So, like I talked about a little bit on last week's podcast. Jayla had homecoming, and she decided.
And this is Suitland.
This is for Suitland. Suitland Rams, as they call themselves. She, the week of homecoming, was like, "Hey, I think I want to go out for homecoming princess."
Because she's a junior.
Okay.
I
said, "Well, shouldn't you have already done some of the things?" And she was like, "Yeah, but they said we could still sign up." Oh, okay. One thing I can say about my child, when she is invested in doing something, she goes balls to walls. You hear me? My child created a whole video. It's still on my TikTok. What's my TikTok name? KChanel86?
I think so, yes.
KChanel86 on TikTok. It was so cute. She got so many people to be like, vote for Jay. Like, shot it, edited it, and did everything herself.
But we don't got a TikTok for ThoughtsNaGlass. I'm gonna have to talk to her,
please.
Cause what's going on, J5?
Okay, lady boo. She did that in like a day or two, and she got the YNs all up in there.
I saw that, but it was so cute.
They was like, "Man, Jayla, we can't be on video." That's why they was facing. I'm like, "What are y'all doing that your face need to be covered?"
In the 11th grade, that you got to cover your face up.
Somebody get them. Somebody get them. But then all of her hard work prevailed, and she won.
Aww.
She was like, I was so nervous. She said, "Mom, can I go?" I would, like, this is before homecoming. Can I go with friends after homecoming? This and the I looked on the location. Homecoming was from 8 to 11. I looked on the location at 10:15. She at home.
Dang, she ain't stay long.
I said, "What you doing in the house?" She was like, "After I won I left." She's like, "Cause my anxiety, I think, you've been anxious for like all this time."
She had that crash.
She was like, "I am exhausted."
Yeah.
And I was like,
So they announced it at the dance, not at the game.
At the dance, at the end of the day.
Okay.
Because they still had until 8 o'clock to vote.
So when she had to be walked out during the game, that was just to
show
present
the court. Yes.
The people that had been nominated.
Yes.
Okay.
And then they could go in the game and be like, "Vote for me." This, that, and because she forgot her poster to get it out the car, but she had her like "Vote for me" poster and stuff. She was, when we went into, because she works, so she goes to regular Suitland. Forestville, it used to be Forestville Military Academy. It's now Suitland Extended.
Okay.
So only 9th graders go there. She had her little stuff all up in there. So the girl that was also going against, and I said, first of all, you signed up late. So I'm sure the girl thought she had it in the bag because she was the only one in there. So it's like, I don't even got to do anything.
Right.
Because who else is?
Yeah.
Then here this person come. And not only did she sign up, she doing the most.
Yeah.
The freaking
she had to do the most because she signed up late. So it's I got 1 week to get everybody to see and vote and all this.
The most. And the girl's a cheerleader, and Jayla is the football manager. I was like, she a cheerleader? I was like, maybe you would have some competition. You know, most cheerleaders, people know the cheerleader.
They're pretty popular, yeah.
She was like, "Ma, she is in." I think she might be in 9th. So I think you can. I think the queen and king is only for like seniors. I think you can possibly for lower classmen could do either. I think, because I think she.
I thought it went now.
But she also might be in. She also might be in specials. What's it called? It's like CAS or something like that, where it's like the arts group or. You know, you went to Suitland. What's the team? What's the
the performing arts thing?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So she may have been in that, and they also go to Suitland Extended.
Okay.
So.
Meaning that she may not have been a freshman.
Yes.
Okay.
But being at Big Suitland, you have. Everybody's there, and then she's also like that's not necessarily like not worried about the underclassmen, but she also had video from Suitland Extended.
Right.
So I'm like, how you get to Suitland? She said, "Well, we go over there for the football team, and people still be at you know. I was like, whatever.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, or maybe things have changed, but I remember when we were in school, it was the Queen and the King as seniors, the Princess and the Prince, and then you had the Duke and the Duchess. And I think that's it. Was it one more under them?
Yeah, so then you have the Duke and the Duchess, and then you have the courts. So, sorry, that's the whole court. But it's like the Duke and the Duchess, and then you have, they had a non-binary,
But I mean, I'm saying this for the grade. So it's like King and Queen, that's seniors. Princess and Prince, that's juniors. Duke and Duchess, that's sophomore. And it was the freshmen.
The lady.
Oh, yes. The lady and the Lord and Lady.
Lord and Lady. Yes,
yeah, okay.
Yes.
So with that, I'm assuming that if it was Princess and Prince, they had to be. Unless they do it differently now. They were all juniors.
Yeah, I think so. I want to say yes. But I think what I'm saying is I think she goes to Suitland Extended because she may be in
that performing arts program. Okay. Yeah. Well, congratulations to her. I saw that. I said, that is so cute.
And it's so crazy. It's nice because everybody calls me Mama Co. So her friends, one of her friends took her phone and called, FaceTime me and Janae for us to be able to.
I saw that too. I saw that video too.
And it's just like, y'all really be, we, as much as the three of us argue and I fuss at them and they fuss at each other and then they get mad at me, we is really like
I mean, you cultivated that.
I know, but that'd be like, dang.
When you sent me that video, I was like, look at her. She did the thing. So that was first, because then did I go to Frostburg before that or after that?
Before that. Okay,
so Lord Jesus. Even though it really wasn't that bad. So I spent the weekend of October 6th. So that was because hers was was it the next weekend? The 11th? Yeah. I spent the weekend of the 6th in Frostburg with my cousin Trenton. I mentioned him on the podcast before. He pledged Alpha last year, so now him and his line brothers have to kind of rep their set. And so he wanted, the family went up to Frostburg to support him because he had a big Alpha tent, and my aunt cooked out and had her grill and everything out there. And so we were on Frostburg's campus, and I'll drop a couple pictures down there. We always have a good time when we go up there. For it to be a PWI, it is still a good time. Now, as far as homecomings go,
before you finish that just reminded me. I'm in the car with Janae. And she was like, my friend goes to because she was talking about going out for Halloween. And she was like, my friend goes to a college. I think it's called PWI. I said, Janae, baby, no. I said, PWI means predominantly white institution.
Yeah.
Just because there's a PWI and there's a
HBCUs. Yeah.
She was like, I said,
well, how would she know if nobody never told her?
She know. She was today years old. But go ahead. That's what it was so funny. In my mind, I was like, she goes to a what?
Wait, the college is named what?
I said, I think it's called PWI. I said, oh God. Let me tell you before you be somewhere telling somebody that. Embarrassing me.
They could be like, what's PWI?
What institute?
What college is that?
I said, that definitely is predominantly white.
Yeah.
Institution. She's like, oh. I said, it's probably like a Virginia Tech or something like that.
Something like that. So I don't want to compare the two because I feel like homecoming experience for HBCUs is so different than predominantly white institutions. But we had a good time. It was a really good time. So I was with Trenton's mom, Erica, and then my other aunt Deborah, her daughter London, and Deborah are both AKAs. So I'm walking around with them, and of course everybody think. Every time I go to Frostburg, people think I'm a student, and I'm like, I know I got a little youngish face,
giving face,
but the body is not young.
Child, they don't know that.
Well. And then I thought it was because I'm with Trenton and walking around with him, then they associate and they think that. So this time I was like, I'm going to walk around with my aunts and my cousins. They're all older. Hi, soror. I was like, I'm not your soror. I'm like, this is so awkward because I don't want to leave y'all. Cause
why you just don't tell them?
Tell them what?
You could be an honorary.
Can't say that. They serious about their
No. What I'm
stuff.
saying is they could recommend you to.
Oh, you're saying I should pledge grad chapter.
Yes.
Girl, it's a lot. I'm not completely dismissing the idea, and my aunt is definitely advocating. She's like, you should do it. You love doing events, and that's what they like to do, and networking. So my aunt is definitely advocating, but I think for me, I already have a pretty good network.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I don't really need more
Yeah.
of a network. And not only that, it's a cost associated. Those
Yeah.
dues, I think for grad chapter for AKAs, I want to say it's about $4,800 the initial membership fee. And then there's like yearly fees that you got to keep up with, mandatory meetings that you have to do, and then not to mention the whole like training process, because just because you come in after the fact, you still have to learn all their history. You have to know their founder names. You have to learn their
I barely
steps
know my own
and their
kids' names.
dances, and too much.
I got shit to do.
It's too much.
I commend all the women that do it.
I do too. I don't know if I have it in me.
No,
Maybe
yeah.
when I get a little bit older.
Yeah.
And maybe that might be something I would do in retirement when I ain't got nothing else on my plate. Whoever knows what that would be. But it was so awkward because I want to respect them.
Mhm.
And so some people would say, well, just let them think what they want to think. But to me, for my family, and we're not really super big into Greek life, but that's something that they have chosen to do. So Daryl's wife is an AKA, Deborah in London, and then now Trenton's an Alpha. The ones that did go to college, they did do that. And so I feel like I'm not going to disrespect y'all's
y'all
organization,
culture.
y'all culture,
Yeah.
right? So for me, I think it is important if somebody is mistakenly thinking that I'm something to go ahead and correct them. You know what I mean? But I felt like that's what I was doing the whole time. Because I'm with them.
And they got their colors on.
And they got their colors on. And it's weird because, you know, when you with people, like if me and you hang out, I'm not going to leave you.
Yeah.
But if everybody keep coming up and saying, oh, hey, like they thinking that I'm something because I'm associated with you.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, sorry, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not. And I purposefully wore a black shirt. It was a black shirt and had Frostburg on it. I would rather people think that I was a Frostburg student than to think I was an AKA.
Yeah.
But because I'm with them, and even the guys, oh, what's up, sis? And so, like, with fraternity guys, they'll say that, meaning your sister sorority.
Yeah.
So then I have to be like, oh, I'm not a part of the
I'm a
organization.
sister. But
Right.
I ain't a sister.
I'm not a part of the organization. It was so weird to have to keep doing that. So that was one part. But at first, and I told my aunt this, I was like, AKAs can be kind of bougie. So listen, love y'all down, but it is what it is. And I told my aunt, I'm a grown ass woman. I'm not tolerating no disrespect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
However, my experience during this homecoming, they were all super nice and very welcoming. And I don't know if maybe it was because I was with them, but even when I was like, oh, I'm not a soror, you know, I'm just here with my aunt and my cousin. They were so nice. Do you want some food? Come here. You know, you like, they were just so nice, which was weird for me because I'm like, I'm not used to that from AKAs. I'm just not used to that. I don't know. I'm not used to that, but they were super nice. We had a good time. One thing I will say, you could definitely tell a difference in the ages. Like, the young people were very energetic. They were doing a lot and getting into a lot. And the older people were definitely sitting back,
enjoying homecoming,
legs kicked up, little old school music playing. It gave like, and a lot of people have been saying that homecoming, it kind of reminds you of a family reunion. It definitely gave that. It gave, this is the section where the older uncles and aunts gonna be at. That's the section where the young cousins gonna be at. It gave that, but I enjoyed it. I did not see a lick of a football game, but the tailgate was super fun. One thing I can say about Frostburg, I know Trent has told me that they do have their issues as far as like race is concerned, but every time that I have been there, even the white people are very nice, very welcoming. They would give us food or like, I know that everything is going on and people probably have their views, but at that time, in that moment, in my opinion, that was not prevalent. Everybody was there because we were united to be at Frostburg's homecoming. It was like, I don't know you, you don't know me, but we both had some type of affiliation with the school. And that's what we can unite on. So had a really good time, spent the weekend up there. The drive up there was beautiful. Just like, the fall foliage and all of that. It was a perfect time to go because it was just a little bit nippy, but not too cold. And then during the peak of the day, it got nice and warm. We went to a happy hour afterwards, and this was the 25 and up happy hour. So it gave like, they had a little DJ playing regular music, but it gave a Taco Tuesday kind of vibe.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
love a
mean?
Taco
Like if
Tuesday.
we went to Rosa Mexicana, that's what it was giving. And then when I talked to Trenton, I don't know what house party he went to, but he could barely even open his eyes the next day. Whereas me and my aunts were probably in the bed by 11 o'clock.
Yes.
When I told
Rubbing
my,
our toes
now
together.
granted, we had been up since 8 because we had to set up, tailgate, all of that. So when we went to the happy hour and I told my aunt, I think I want to go around 9 o'clock. She said, it ain't 9 o'clock yet. I said, no, it's like 8:30. She said, this has been the longest day. She said, she said, I thought I was going to have time to take a nap. She said, honestly, I thought it was almost 10 o'clock. I was getting ready to cancel on you. I said, no, it's only 8:30. Like, take your nap for 30 minutes and then we're going to this happy hour.
If I get in that bed, baby, I'm out.
But in her defense, we have been up for a while. London was out for the count. I'm about to tell her business because, see, she's 30. So she's in that, and she little, so she look young. She's in that in between space where like she still want to hang out with it. Well, I don't know if she wants to, but it's like she can still hang out with the 21-year-olds, the 25-year-olds, but also her body started to send her some messages.
Go to bed.
So we're out there. I think my aunt starts setting up around 8 a.m. We didn't get out there till about 11 o'clock for the tailgate. We start drinking immediately, right? London decides she's gonna take an edible.
Hey, did I learn a lesson?
So everything's going good. She feel, and I knew the moment that she started feeling it because I was talking to her and I could kind of see her eyes getting a little low, a little heavy. Looked like she was getting sleepy. I said, all right, the edible kicking in. She feeling it. And I'm just paying attention to her body language. And I'm like, she ain't gonna make it. Because she's just moving real sluggish.
Yeah.
And like, she'll get up, get something to eat, and then plop down in the seat. And not you know how when people had their wits about them, they kind of like sit down easy. She like I
she done had some Percocet.
Basically, it's
all of my limbs are loose.
Right, so that's what it's starting to look like. And lo and behold, next thing you know, she gets sick. And now she hot, she sweating. She don't want to drink no water. I'm like, here we go. So she gets sick. She ends up going back to the room because we got a hotel room. Her and Deborah end up going back to the room. They cut out. They go back to the room. I gets back to the room. London still asleep. But me and Erica stayed probably until about 7 o'clock. London still asleep. We go to the happy hour, come back, get back to the room about 10 p.m. She's still asleep. She crashed out, slept literally the whole time. Now, while we were at happy hour, she said she woke up and she threw up again and got back in the bed. So we didn't obviously see that part. Yeah. But I'm like, you girl, we've been drinking since 11. Granted, we were eating because, you know, it's tailgate. So you're cooking, eating, drinking, whatever. And you took an edible. You gotta pace yourself, or I don't know, but
you can't do it all.
Yeah, you can't try to still hang out like you did when you were in that younger age bracket, knowing that your 30-year-old body is like,
your mind be having your mind will play tricks on you. I think somebody has said your mind remembers doing things, and it still thinks that because it remembers that I've done this.
Yeah.
But
and then she was trying to justify it. I just took a half an edible. I didn't even have that much. I'm like, whatever the combination of what you had, it wasn't mixing because we did because this is what I need to figure out. Well, I don't need to figure it out because it's their secret recipe, but I need to know all the names because each fraternity and sorority has a signature drink. So the AKAs have the poison ivy. The Deltas have Delta water. The Qs have Q oil.
I thought they would have did purple haze. Now that would have been cute.
No, it's called oil. The alphas, I can't remember what theirs is called, and Trinity probably gonna get mad at me. No, ice water. It's ice water. So anyway, everybody has their own drink, right? And so during homecoming, we were going around to all the different tents and getting their drink. And so I think that's what fucked London up too.
Because then it's also you don't know what alcohol they're using.
And it's like jungle juice, right? they make it to where they want to give it a certain look or a certain color. So like the poison ivy is green. I don't know what they mixing and matching in there,
And
but
more than likely it's a whole bunch of Hawaiian punch.
probably
that shit is disgusting.
And the end product looks green, or the oil is dark purple, and centaur piss is like a goldish yellow color. So we were getting them and drinking them, but we was all like, I was doing it, Deborah was doing, like, we were all doing it. And like, I'm not even a drinker like that, but what I was doing, please don't come for me. I would get the drink, take a couple sips, and then set that cup down and walk away. I'm not gonna drink a whole cup like this of your little drink.
Not for all them. No.
Ma Erica was smart. She had bought these little cups that you make Jello shots in, and so when we would go to the different tables, she would just put it in there and take it like a shot, which was actually very smart. We should have all done that, but that was her thing, and that's how she kept herself together. But nobody really got fucked up other than Trenton, but that was like later because he was partying. So anyway, London, I put your business out there. You probably ain't watching this episode anyway, so it don't matter. And then from there, so look, even though I was furloughed the month of October, I was outside because that was the 6th. And then the next weekend, the 11th, you was at Jayla's homecoming.
Yep, I left for the cruise.
And then the weekend after that, I'm on Howard's yard at the fucking Yard Fest.
Having a time watching G Herbo and them.
Yes. So that was super fun. I was with my best friend Crystal. She graduated from Howard. And we're old, right? So only thing older. So for us, we were like, let's go in there. We just gonna do a walkthrough, and then we could probably get on up out of here. We ain't gotta be in there like that. So we did do that.
I'm saying in there.
Right. We went through, we did the walkthrough, and then we tried to see who was on the stage performing. And when I tell y'all, that was a intergenerational putting me in my place experience.
Yeah.
Only person that I knew on that stage was French Montana.
When you said you knew G Herbo,
I know who G Herbo is because I've seen him do Carisha Please. I've seen him do like interviews with people.
Yeah.
What do he sing? Because I don't know.
You know I don't know. You know I don't know.
And then there was a guy.
Boss Man
D-Lo. Child, I literally had to ask somebody in the crowd because everybody's singing. They saying all the words to the songs. I was not embarrassed, but I am embarrassed to tell this story.
Who that is?
I had to say, excuse me, sir. Who's on the stage? Boss Man D-Lo. I'm like, thank you. Okay.
And what does he do? I'm like, how you know? Now, and what does he do?
I didn't even do that. When he said the name and I didn't know it, I said, I'm gonna have to do some Googling. I'm gonna have to do some. I'm gonna have to do some Googling because I don't know who this person is.
Who is this man?
But I did. He had the one song talking about.
Oh yeah, the big dog. Is that the one?
No, I thought it was, you don't like me or something. You don't know my name, but you'll wife me or something.
Oh man,
you don't like me, but your man love me.
Oh,
you know. That song. Yeah. And I only do that from TikTok.
That's where I'm going.
So I was just so embarrassed to be like, oh my gosh, I'm that auntie now. I don't know who's on the stage. I have no clue. I have not even heard of this person.
I know the voice.
No, well, see, I thought it was Lil Baby when I heard the voice.
Yeah, big dog status. Nope, don't know that song either.
Yeah, that's the one I know. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
so, yeah, it was like me and Crystal were both looking at each other.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise.
And then the other one was
Odell. Don't know who he is. But the kids was loving him. They were.
They be probably hearing them at house parties.
And then you know what I thought about? I had to think about this. Remember when Wale first got like big? Mm-hmm. And so me and Crystal were kind of having this, not a debate, but we were going back and forth about it. Because I was like, when Wale first came out, nobody really knew him like that. She was like, no, DC people knew him because he would show up at the Go-Go's. And I'm like, small sects of people knew him. But he was not big like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I can imagine that this is a similar situation where this guy is up and coming and the young people know who he is. But we probably aren't going to really understand who he is until maybe he has a few more really big hits.
But the other thing is, and which I didn't know about people because I did not listen to the underground. A lot of those up and coming
Right.
artists come in, and that's what a lot of people listen to or getting people's mixtapes. I was not into none of that.
And so that's my point with the Wale kind of analogy, is that if you went to Go-Go's, then you knew who Wale was. But if you didn't, then you, if you didn't live in certain parts of DC where maybe they played his music, or you may have seen him.
That's what when they say, if you didn't go to house parties.
Exactly.
Because that's a lot of times where a house party, you would have a DJ who's in the mix of stuff.
Right.
And they'll be like, oh, play my music for me.
Yep.
Play my such and such. Because they would circulate at house parties. If you're not going to those things,
you would know. But I had a really good time. It was fun just to be people watching, just to be in the mix.
I love to be in the mix a little bit.
And so what I meant to mention was the weekend before that was Morgan's homecoming, which I didn't go to that, but I know a lot of people did go to Morgan's homecoming, so I saw a lot of that up and down my timeline during the week when that was. And then, like I mentioned at the beginning of this past weekend was Bowie's homecoming, which is my alma mater. Now, let's talk about that real quick, because maybe I'm crazy for this, but my perception, which has changed, but my perception was if you didn't graduate from a school, then it's inappropriate to represent the school. That was my perception. Okay. But that has since been changed. Because when I was at Frostburg, I had on a Frostburg t-shirt. And I was talking to one of the guys, one of the alums, and he was like, oh, you went here, blah, blah. I'm like, no, I didn't go here. My cousin goes here. I actually went to Bowie, but I didn't graduate. And he was like, oh, why you don't have on a Bowie sweatshirt? And I was like, well, because I didn't graduate from Bowie. And he was like, you went there? He was like, how long did you go there? I was like, about a year and a half, almost 2 years. He was like, you gave them people almost 2 years worth of tuition money and you not representing that school? And I said, you know what? I never thought about it like that.
That's where you went to.
I never had that thought, though. Yeah. I never had that thought.
That's why when you get your sweatshirt, you're going to have flowers and Suitland.
I never had that thought.
Yes.
And so he was like, yeah. He was like, first of all, why would you come up here wearing a Frostburg shirt and you went to Bowie? And I'm like, because I'm at Frostburg. He was like, nah, we don't do that. He was like,
you rep your school.
You rep your school. And I said, you know what?
You only got to tell me once.
You only have to tell me once. So now when I went to Howard, I didn't have on anything because I don't have a Bowie shirt. But then since I've been furloughed and they have shit to do, I said, you know what? Let me get some transfer paper. Because I can make a t-shirt. That don't take nothing but a little bit of time.
That don't take nothing.
Let me put this Bowie shirt on. Then I said, to make matters even worse, I was telling the guy this. I said, to make matters even worse, you're going to kill me. He said, why? I said, because my aunt went there. My uncle went there. My cousin went there. And my stepdaughter went there. All graduated from Bowie. And he said,
and you don't have no.
And you don't have nothing? And I was like, I know. That's horrible, isn't it?
Get it together.
I'm going to get it together. So shout out to Bowie, whose homecoming was this past weekend. I had plans, so I couldn't attend. But next year.
You in there?
I'm in there. Because why not? I need to start representing my alma mater.
You represent where you put your money at.
I feel like that. Can you say alma mater if you didn't graduate?
I'm going to put a shirt that says the School of Life.
Period.
Okay? So that's where I graduated from.
But like, if the girls go to school, you could be like whatever mom. Like Erica wears a Frostburg mom shirt.
School of Life.
As you should.
Because I've learned a lot.
I didn't. That thought never came to my mind.
I don't know. Jayla, I think Jayla wants to go to school, girl.
Even if she don't, one of my go-tos, which is what I did at the Howard Homecoming, is I like to wear the Hillman.
Oh, yeah. Stuff. Oh, now we all graduated
from Hillman. Yeah, because that's how I felt. We all graduated from Hillman.
All right.
So that's how I felt. Like I would rep a fake school. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I could always give you a good old Hogwarts.
Hello. Why did I just find out that Davon is Slytherin?
Is he?
Yes. And he has a Slytherin shirt. That's how I saw. I was
like,
why
he tested the Slytherin? Because he gives me very much Hufflepuff energy.
You know he think he is Snake.
But you know what? And I'm not going to expose him. Some of the private conversations that we have had.
He's very Slytherin forward.
It definitely.
He's very Slytherin forward.
I do see it now. So That's all my homecoming recap. One question that I have seen on social media, I don't know if you've seen this too, is that there's been a debate about, is there an age limit on homecoming? What are your thoughts on that?
You know, this is what kills me. I hate people that talk that don't know the definition of things.
Ugh.
Homecoming means to come home to something.
Mm-hmm.
So do you tell someone who is 60 who's now lived in Los Angeles for, however many years, that they cannot come home to Kentucky?
Right.
Or come home to wherever? Homecoming means you represent where you started your life, started your whatever you consider to be home is what a homecoming is. You come and cheer on the people coming behind you.
Yeah.
That's why it's only once a year.
Right.
What do you want? In my mind, I'm like, what do y'all like? Y'all want it? Everything has to be a cutoff to keep people out. You want to say to keep people out of something?
Yeah.
No, homecoming honestly should cater to the people,
the alumni,
the alums.
Mm-hmm.
It's to the point where when we were at Jayla's homecoming, they had an alum little cookout area, and we're not talking about.
Do they do that for flowers?
They don't.
Listen.
I need to find out because what be. But they had like a alum tent.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about like Janae's age. 20, 30. These were like
older
than me.
Yeah.
And they were like, because there was one police officer that was there. She was like, "That's the alum tent." Alum tent. They had like food and stuff. And so one of the police officers was like, "I'm an alum," and I know she was older than me.
Yeah.
And they was like, "You know what? You are an alum." So it's like, what are you talking about? Like, this is for high school.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. They were there for free. Now,
right.
I had to put some tuition money somewhere. I'm there every year.
Not only that, but also for colleges, a lot of alumni donate back to the school.
And I'm going to be up at everything that I'm about.
Yeah.
It's in all honesty to celebrate the alums who have graduated.
Yeah.
But why would there be a homecoming for the people that's already at the school? You ain't coming nowhere.
Right.
You ain't left to go nowhere.
You can't
Come
leave.
home back.
Where you coming home to? You didn't leave. You still here.
You still here.
I
come on now.
1,000% agree.
Tisha Campbell, I'm still here. Like, what are you talking about?
I totally agree. I don't like that discourse. At first I thought, well, it's just young people saying that. But as I was looking at some videos, I've even seen some older people saying like, man, we in our 50s now. We don't need to be going to homecoming. And I'm like, what?
A lot of times that's because you're mad that you can't. You're mad that you're not getting something out of it. Like,
but your intentions also too. Like, what are you going there for?
Right. Most people are going to homecoming. Some people are going back to homecoming to see like the sororities because they want to see the up and coming whoever's coming out of their thing. They also see old friends.
Yeah.
They also, it's like a nostalgia
to see the campus if you haven't been there in a while. With new buildings are there, things like that. Yeah.
If you don't want me at homecoming, don't ask for my alum coin.
Period.
Why do you think
the current students benefit from as well?
Still sending out newsletters to alumni, like they're still having them a part of things.
Right.
So then we can't come to homecoming. Shut up, y'all. But this is the problem. Most of y'all and a lot of y'all are going to homecomings who never went to that school. So your mindset is like, why are you going to homecoming? Because I went to the school.
Right.
Why are you going to homecoming? Oh, because I live in D.C. I want to go to Howard home. You want to go to Howard's homecoming for the novelty of Howard's homecoming.
Yeah.
You're not going to Howard's homecoming to say, oh, I want to go because I lived on this street and I want to see what the new apartments are looking like.
Right.
Or I live such and such. Or just to have that nostalgia moment to take your kids to say,
yeah,
this is the school I went to. This
is
where I met your dad.
Yeah.
This is where I just did.
This is where we used to study at. This is the library. This is
there's
whatever.
Something
to
come home to. It would be like me saying, I'm going down to Alabama, ain't never been, but saying I'm just going down there. Well, why you go down there every year? Well, because we having a family reunion. But my roots are from there. So if I go down there, I'm going to go and see where my grandmother, was raised or this and that. But I go up to Los Angeles where I've never been to say I just want to go to some random graveyard to walk around. You're going to look at me crazy.
Yeah.
So, I can see you feeling away when you don't have any ties to something.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. I don't think it should be any age limits. And when I did go, so when we were in Frostburg, there was a guy there with his wife, and they had to be in their 70s or older. and they went to the school, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And to them to see, like you said, the younger kids, and
Yeah.
to see how the campus has changed and all of that, it was a sense of pride for
Yeah.
them. And even when I went to Howard's, when I went to the Yard Fest, I was seeing a lot of older people who they didn't know who was on the stage, they didn't know who was performing, but they were still enjoying it, and just seeing how far the legacy of their school has gone.
And that'd be the biggest thing. We just had a whole thing where we were talking about my grandmother and how she had gone through the stuff. My aunt Sam couldn't get into school, ended up going to she's in her 50s. It would be prideful for her to go back and see. Ain't no, the thing is, y'all there, the people that saying I'm going to homecoming because you like, I can't wait to see the party, or what dude I'm gonna be talking to, or what's that? That's what Janae goes for.
Right.
She never went to Howard, but she like, the people's coming back to Howard,
right?
Because it's going to be a time,
right?
The other people are like, nah, I'm meeting me and my best friend. We always come to homecoming so that we can
reconnect. It's a tradition
because they're all the way in LA. I'm all the way here, but we always know when they have a Howard homecoming, we're going to go for the weekend.
Yep.
And that's just our time to bond and do the things we did as kids. Y'all gotta stop.
And there's other activities too, like there's parades.
Yeah,
there's
it's a lot going on.
A lot of other activities other than just like the parties. So I totally agree with you. I really don't have anything to add. I just agree with your take on it that there is no age limit.
Yeah, let people live. Let people live. There are so many other things going on in the world. That one weekend may be the one thing that don't make it to be the 13th reason.
The other thing that I took away from these homecoming experiences is that most, if not all, of these people sought out higher education. And I feel like that's the major takeaway. Like when you see all these people coming back to a school, when you see all these people rallying around because they went there, whether they graduated or not, you made it through high school and you went and sought higher education. And that, especially for the Black community, that is a big deal. That's major because we still have so many who don't even graduate from high school.
Right.
So for me, even though I didn't go to either one of those schools, but it was a thing of pride for me to see so many young Black kids seeking that higher education. Right. And I know that that's not everything, but I would rather be at a homecoming and we're having a party and we're having a good time and we're celebrating, past folks that have been to this college and current folks that have been to this college than to be at some type of gang affiliated event. Right. You know what I mean?
And a lot of kids, starting young, especially when you have young kids whose parents went or they know about it or, start going even at like 16, 17 because older siblings have gone to you should go to homecoming. It's like, well, they do all this at this school. Maybe I should end up looking at going to school. Maybe I should look at going at an HBCU. It gives more than just are they here for a party. It's also like a bunch of Black people can be together and it don't got to be a violent situation.
Absolutely.
In the way that they're trying to shut down all of these, with especially HBCUs, and then they going after all the federal funding for all schools. Stop.
Not to mention the networking that gets done at events like that. Like I said, I was having conversations with people who I probably wouldn't have even ran into had I not been at this event. Yeah. So, I just, that was the biggest takeaway for me, to just look around and be like, you know what? Y'all did that. Y'all did that. What else is going on?
I don't think nothing else. Oh, we just got tickets to Gaylord Ice.
The Polar Express this year.
The Polar Express this year. I'm so excited. My mom, last month, or the month before last, back in September, we were at the family cookout, and my mother was like, oh, something about going to the Gaylord, and she was like, I guess the girls are too old for that. And so Janae had just the day before been like, I can't wait till we go to do the girls weekend.
Yeah, you had told us about that.
Yeah, so this is what it stemmed from. So we're planning. So she was like, well, it's the girls weekend, but now that the boys are older, I'm like, you're not going to do it twice. So she's like, well, why don't you bring the boys? You and Davon can do this, and we can just kind of maybe all meet up to go see the show or whatever. And then I still kind of do my thing with the girls, and then you guys can do whatever with the boys or whatever. So we're doing that the weekend after Thanksgiving, so the 29th.
Is your other niece, does she go? Okay.
So she gets all the granddaughters.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So yeah, they'll have a good time.
That's nice. It's Scorpio season. I forgot to mention that last week. It's Scorpio season. My grandmother's birthday would have been last Monday, October 27th. Deborah's birthday was the 29th. And then my girlfriend Shantae's birthday is this coming weekend, November 9th.
Okay.
So
Jonathan was supposed to be a Scorpio. He was due November 1st or 2nd. And became 6 weeks early.
dang. He could have came a little. He could have hopped over that cusp and just gone ahead and been his Libra self.
He said no. I'll just get up in here.
That gives Virgo energy. Like, I'm gonna switch everything up
I'm
and
gonna
just
change it up.
come when I feel like coming.
And I'm here. And I do what I want. I'm trying to think. So do you have, girl, the holidays last year, it was crazy for us.
Oh yeah, because it was a lot going on.
So we're not doing New York. But one of my things, my mother keeps talking about, and she's like, it's probably best to go in the evening. But up in, I think it's Pennsylvania, it's Lansdowne.
Is it like a Christmas town?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of this.
And she was like, I want to go. I want us to all go. She's been talking about this for years. So I'm trying to see if we can fit it in, especially since we're not doing New York. But I don't know. But she was like, she just talks about it all the time. So I was like, even if everybody can't go, because she was trying to like talk to Courtney and make it like a girls trip.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe we could just, just the normal, me, my kids, my mom, my dad's usually not one to go. Devon probably like the kids are getting him more into the holiday spirit.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. I want to do that. I don't know if I'm gonna do. I think I kind of got over the fact of Hallmark one in not. Don't do that.
Okay.
I ain't talking about the movie.
Williamsburg.
No,
Oh.
at the stadium they do the what's the thing called?
I don't know.
It's the thing, but it's presented by Hallmark, and it has all of the lights and stuff. It's at the Nat Stadium.
Oh yes, the what is it called? Dang, I don't know.
Something
the name
lights.
Of it.
Is it lights?
It's something lights.
But anyway, so we did that 2 years in a row. That kind of got. Now they did have a go-go band there. Oh, I want to put in a flyer.
Mm-hmm.
My sister girl.
Mm-hmm.
So Rhonda sings. She is the songstress of the family, and she's doing like a few shows, basically Motown Christmas shows.
Oh, when?
Let me see the fly. Let me get the flyer up for y'all real quick, and then I'll make sure we post it. But this one is December 13th. But they have a bunch of them. It's from bencore.com.
Okay.
And it's a Motown Christmas. They do all of the shows, and you can get your tickets from bencore.com. And they basically, she does like, they do like everything, the Temptations,
Mm-hmm.
they do just all of the things, and they all over the place. So this one is at like Bowie
The stadium
Theater. No, like the theater down, like if you're going down MLK, and you're going towards like Annapolis, but instead of getting on 193, you just keep straight down.
I don't think
you're
I've
gonna
ever
go
been
towards
to that
like
theater
TJ Maxx
before.
and stuff like that. But it's like it's by Bowie High School.
Okay.
It's not Bowie High School. But anyway, so I'll get some more flyers and stuff like that. But they do it every year, and they do a bunch of like Christmas music. It's so nice. So the 13th is our holiday party for my job, so I'm not going to be able to make it, but my mom is going, and some other people. So I'm gonna look at tickets to try to support, but she does it every year. So if you get a chance, go to Ben. Is it Ben or Bren? It might be Brencore. I might be forgetting that.
We'll drop a flyer.
The thing it's Brencore.com. And if you need something to do, take your fam.
Cute. I don't know what's been going on in football world other than Bad Bunny's gonna be performing the Super Bowl.
Girl, and it was like, he gonna say, I talked to the president of Puerto Rico. What are we talking about? You talk to yourself? Yes, because you're crazy.
Somebody said, did the meeting take place in front of a mirror?
Okay, just think dumb. It's just so dumb.
I don't know a lot of Bad Bunny's music, but I'm looking forward to it.
I don't care or not care.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Now, when it's artists
it'll be a good show.
I'm not saying anything like that, but it's like when it's an artist that I know, I'm excited to go, right? Or see it. It's a very short time.
It's a 15-minute set.
And it don't even feel that way. Like when you really are watching it, it doesn't give or feel like a full 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Because in essence, I feel like it'd be like 5-10 minutes.
It goes by so fast.
Yeah. So anyway, Bad Bunny have a time.
Yeah.
I mean, he do got some little.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know all of his songs.
Because I know he has one with Cardi B, right?
Yeah.
And then he has one with Jennifer Lopez. Like he has some.
Yeah, he's got some
songs.
hits.
Yeah, so
I'm looking forward to it.
But then this is my thing. They like, why he's speaking Spanish? Y'all be pressed to go to Cinco de Mayo.
They do.
Y'all are pressed for any Taco Tuesdays. So it's mind-boggling to me. Tex-Mex. Like, are we kidding me? Anyway, fun times for them. The Redskins, I mean, the Commanders, I don't know what y'all got going on. Pull it together. I know Jaden Daniels got hurt. That's what I knew 2 weeks ago. I don't know what's happening now. I just know when we played the Cowboys, he ended up getting hurt. The guy came to work, was like, how you feel about them Skins? And the Commanders. And I was like, did they win? He's like, no. I said, oh, then I feel the same way I felt yesterday. What the hell are you talking about? I don't care. I don't care. It's bigger fish to fry.
I have not been paying to football, not one bit. I have no idea what's going on in football land. I was even telling a friend of mine, I don't even, and I feel bad too. I don't feel bad, but I do feel some kind of way because I have like some nice little Dallas Cowboys sweatshirts that are just, it's a nice sweatshirt. Yeah. I hate wearing it because people be like, oh, I don't know. I just have on the sweatshirt because it's a nice sweatshirt.
What you should say is, I stole this from my husband.
Oh, I'm about to start saying that.
I stole this from my husband. I was cold and I just took it from my husband.
I'm about to start saying that, even though he's a Steelers fan, but
that's not
they don't know. I'm about to start saying that.
Not my business.
I just have no clue what's going on in football land right now. And
it's nothing to be going on. It's nothing to have gone on. These people are still getting paid, and we was out there while football land was happening.
That's true.
We don't have time.
That is true.
We talking about what you feel about the game, sir? Why are you talking about they got paid?
That is true.
So I don't know. And then I don't be getting into football because there's so much controversy from preseason to Shador to Russell Sierra's husband. Like all of these other things are happening and outshadowing just playing the game.
Yeah.
And not that it shouldn't be happening, but it puts a spotlight on how fuggly this is, and I don't want to support anything that's fuggly.
Yeah. I wonder if I could, I don't know. I wonder if I could get into maybe women's basketball. I wonder if maybe there's a sport that I can get into now. I'm just saying, I think, don't kill me, I think I'm done with football. Like I think so. I don't know if there's any reason. There's really not much of an appeal for me to come back to it. And so now I'm wondering, like, is there a sport that I can get into and like really invest in it?
So I'll say this: the most shine that football is really getting is on the women.
For football,
meaning
the wives of the wives and
girlfriends. That's what's happening. The wags. Okay. That's what's, because you have Simone Biles.
Taylor Swift.
It's just a lot.
Sierra.
That's all you think of. That's the highlight of the thing. But women's basketball, that Asia Wilson, creme de la creme. That's Sydney. What's her name? It started with a C, I think. But Sydney. Anyway, we did talk about what's her face in her. Did we talk about her in the Victoria's Secret thing?
No, we didn't.
Girl,
she looked good.
She looked good. Now this is the thing.
Okay.
Let's get into a little bit. I'm watching. I listen to Joe Budden a little bit, just the snips I get on.
Yeah, I listen to the clips.
The clips. I can only do the clips because, first of all, he is ignorant when it comes to certain things. Shut up. But they were saying like, oh, she's saying she don't want to be sexualized, but she's walking around in drawers. And so people are trying to explain to them that now I think there's a kind of a shift a little bit, and now that Mark Lamont Hill is there, he kind of brings a different perspective, and I think it gives license for those other people to have a better perspective that is more intelligent than the BS that they were kind of
viewing before,
forced to kind of roll with. But they're trying to explain to him there's a difference between being sexualized and being able to be in something sexy. There's different, and they're like, no, it's not. And it's like, to be sexualized is being like, she playing basketball and look at her titties. That's like, you can only think of her in a sexual way no matter what she's doing.
Correct.
You can be a model in a revealing swimsuit because you are promoting the attire.
Right. You're modeling a swimsuit.
It's a Victoria's secret situation.
Yeah.
That does not give license to only sexualize her for anything that she does.
Correct.
There is a difference. She can, and that's what she was saying. Don't sexualize. Like, even, you know, oh, she got lashes, she got this. I'm not even giving the opportunity. Like, I can be all of these things and plus still be feminine, and plus still be this, and plus still be that. You can't, there's no pluses. There's only, she got lashes on, her shorts are short, I can see her butt. It's only this.
Yeah.
You can't say, but her rebounds are this, and she's a top scorer. She can be more than just a sexual price or thing. So, but sister girl looked good. You couldn't tell she was pretty toes. She was moving them heels because they used to talk about how she walked.
Yeah.
I loved her without all the big lashes.
Me too.
Because she does not look like first of all, whoever did her makeup, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, she didn't look like herself.
I thought she looked like herself, but it definitely was a cleaner look.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. She didn't look like her normal heavy lashes thing. I think she looked very glamorous.
Mm-hmm. But it was like a soft glam.
It was a soft glam, but it's like not like it was not like red carpet, like in your face glam. It was like she could be like a Miss America, like very glamorous type situation. Not that she doesn't look good any other time, but it's like I don't know if I can explain it, but it's like a very specific. Oh, she looks good, but she looks glamorous. There are two different things. You can still be in the same, like, y'all both are looking good, but she just took it up a notch. Yeah. And not having a lot of lashes, not, dialing some things back, allow you to be more sensual. It wasn't as dramatic. Yes. Mm-hmm. So, go ahead to my girl, Angel
Reese.
Sorry. Reese's Pieces. Reese's Pieces.
Angel Reese. Yes. That's all I have. Was that another great episode?
I think so.
Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Drop that in the comments. Are y'all ready for the full fall effect?
Ooh, okay.
The full fall effect. What do y'all, this is my question. How do y'all feel about, and I think we probably did this before, but I'm going to keep asking it because y'all don't be in no comments. How do y'all feel about Christmas stuff being out in October?
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy work. And make sure because I was watching it over the weekend. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I started watching it before Halloween. It's okay.
What?
Hallmark Christmas is on.
Oh.
Snuggle up and get into it.
I'm not watching it till Thanksgiving.
Oh, girl. Every party has a pooper. That's why we invited you. Party pooper.